Welcome to Geeks in the Round, discusses The Man in the Yellow Suit, the mid-season finale of The Flash. Of course, first season, mid-season finale. And I'm your host, Matt Moore, and we've got a pretty good panel today. I guess these guys are all right. We might get better next time. We'll get better next week. Next week, we'll do better.
There won't be a next week.
Yeah, that was the joke. All right, Let's start from the left and work our way down. How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be hosting with you too, Matt. I guess you're fine too. Whatever, bitch. I'll
and
be
next to him we have Charles. How are you doing, Charles?
I am doing fine, and I love this episode, although the ending did kind of irritate me a bit.
A little bit, all right. And right next to him, we have Black Charles. How are you doing, Black Charles?
Well, folks, I'm doing too great. You know, I'm just so awesome. No, I'm doing great. This episode...
We also call him Ray Charles because of the sunglasses.
Exactly. So, what I think about this episode, I put in two parts. The first one was actually good due to the fight scenes and the man in the yellow suit. Everything else was just boring. But overall, your boy was right.
So, next we have Lou. How you doing, Lou Rod?
I'm doing great. The Flash runs a little too slow for me yesterday.
You think it was a little slow? Was the episode a little slow, or was he a little slow?
The episode was great, but the Flash was slow.
All right. And I think I might have forgotten to introduce myself right at the beginning. I'm Matt. I'm the host. I kind of forgot that part.
Are you the host?
Yes, I'm the host.
I didn't know that. Are you Matt as well?
I'm also Matt. You can kind of see by my lower third at the bottom.
There are girls are named Matt, Tina.
What?
No, I don't. I need sleep.
Apparently, you need sleep. So, of course, we have the episode starting out with the flash forward, no pun intended, though it would have been good if it were. Of course, the race between Barry and the man in the yellow suit. And of course, he can't quite keep up. But we'll get back to that. The thing that happened already. You know what I mean. Flash forwards are confusing.
I know, right?
And there was a TV show called Flash Forward. I don't know.
Yes. Flash forward was not confusing. Flash forward was shut down entirely too quickly. It was a good show.
No, it wasn't.
So let me see. What are we going to start with? In that particular case, of course, we have Christmas going on. Everyone's in the Christmas spirits. Let's see. That's when Barry and Iris end up Barry shows up to, I guess, his old house. I don't know if he still lives there. Have we seen Barry's room?
No.
Nope.
I mean, does he still live with Wes?
I don't think so.
I was in his room when I fucked him. Okay.
All right. Today's inappropriate comments word goes to Andy. Congratulations, Andy.
Today's inappropriate sexual harassment has been sponsored by Geeks Around.
Yes.
That's still an upgrade compared to me.
Always makes it about him.
I know, right? I have to.
In any case, so they end up, of course,
but back to
exchanging
your
gifts.
fucking of the Flash, isn't he too quick?
Yeah.
In any case, so they're exchanging gifts. They're exchanging gifts. And of course, Barry gives Iris a gift that is entirely inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
The only way it could have been more appropriate is if he had actually found the original ring.
Right.
Like it's just one of those things you don't give your friend who's you don't give your friend who is dating someone else a ring. It doesn't matter what the circumstance, you just don't do it.
It's not right.
He kind of did give that response like, really, a ring, dude? Really?
Wow, dude. Wow.
Hey, but the gift she gave him was priceless.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking telescope. Get the fuck out of here.
Microscope.
Microscope, telescope, whatever the fuck.
Wow, I gave you a ring. You gave me a telescope?
Sorry, what's that, Andy?
He's a scientist, but he likes those stuff. Like, don't be Poor Iris, you know, and she's a fucking student. What is she supposed to afford anyway?
Give him
Yeah,
a car. Give him a bike.
that's
give him
actually
something.
my point is first off, I think it's a great gift for Barry.
Yeah, it's cute.
I
Should
think
pair
it was
running
a
shoes.
gift for Barry. However, if it was the top of the line one out on the market, how the fuck did she afford it?
Exactly.
Well,
On
maybe
a waitress salary.
we're nitpicking about the gift that Iris bought for her friend for Christmas. You
Hey,
guys are
hey,
judging
hey,
it's
let's
the
talk about
new
the tire.
tire.
Yeah, let's talk
It's
about the
the
tire.
new
They
tire.
gave him a tire for
Can we go
Christmas.
an episode without mentioning the fucking tire?
No, because that was too
In
great.
any case, you guys just did not get the fucking point of that conversation, and you refused to acknowledge it at the time. And that was Barry is entirely too fucking smart. So, god damn, sorry.
What's wrong?
So, of course, that's when she ends up giving Barry eggnog, of which we already know isn't going to affect him at all.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Lucky bastard
And-
can't get drunk.
What's that?
Lucky bastard can't get drunk.
Fucking unlucky bastard, he can't get drunk.
Right.
But like he could do like a shot contest. Like, you know, let's say he would try to win money, and like he could drink like all of them, and he would win so much.
That'd be great if we were still in college.
He looks young enough to go back to college. He could just, you know, crash his own
Kinda
frat
does.
boys party and just be like, "What up, dogs? Let's take some shots."
He's right. He has a good point.
That is actually a great premise for a B movie out there. Is the
I'm
Flash
actually
goes to
developing it
college.
right now.
The
I'm actually developing it
Flash
right
goes
now.
to college.
He would
So-
need to drink the whole brewery.
Sorority speedsters.
Sorority speedsters. I was gonna
Directed by
say,
Michael Bay. But explosions and boobs at college, just the way no one likes it. Wow, I get so bitchy when I don't sleep.
I was gonna say, what if it were like Ben Wilder in the sorority speedsters?
And now Isaiah's eating food during a hangout. He's
I
the
eat during
reverse
hangouts
guy.
all the time. I just don't. I try and make as little noise as possible, which he's not doing.
Do you just call her she?
This is priceless.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
This has so much to do with the Flash, by the way. Food. Isaiah.
In
Izzy.
any case,
Corona.
so we end up having a crime happen, of which someone ends up dying. Let me see. The speedster, the man in the yellow suit, ends up breaking into a lab, scares the crap out of the scientists, and he was looking for something, and no one knows what yet. Yet. Were we?
Did you know what the lab it was?
No. What?
Mercury Labs.
Okay.
That's an Easter egg.
Okay. What is it a reference? Oh, Mercury. Never mind. Got it.
Ah, look at that.
Of course, the Greek god of the messengers, etc.
Just like
Yes.
Namor.
Supposedly super fast. In any case, it's a cool reference. I didn't get it before. But so he ends up breaking in. He's looking for something, and that's when Barry ends up finding out that he exists, that he's around. And I don't know, like, does anyone have like anything to say about this? It's all set up for the episode, at least up to this point. So does anyone have anything to add to that?
Besides anyone else besides me.
What was that again?
Basically, we have everything up to Mercury Labs when the man in the yellow suit ends up breaking into the lab. Do we have anything to add up to that point in the story? Because it's all set up at this point.
Okay,
No, I
got
don't
one.
have anything to add. So
I do. Okay. We finally get to see the man in the yellow suit in action. And I have to say, that was pretty fucking sweet. He was going past these dudes and killing them. It's like, wow. Why can't we get more stories about this guy? I love this guy right here. Because it's his powers. It's just so... We've seen Barry with powers, and it's fine and all, but when you see the man in the yellow suit with those powers, it makes it feel like he's a god. A god among men. God among his own people.
But then,
You know,
why didn't he teleport himself through that door? If he
No,
has
because-
all these powers and he's
No, because
so
he needs
strong.
no, because it's actually kind of cool that I can explain. So I'm gonna borrow some movie logic from Extraordinary Gentlemen. Like, you need someone alive to tell the story. So he needed someone to tell the story of what happened here. He didn't really care what was in the facility per se, but he needed someone to actually see what was going on. And the man in the yellow suit did that very well. He was playing mind games with Barry Allen. He knows him so well, he's playing mind games. So, yeah.
But the question is, was there someone in the yellow suit?
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, so of course that's when they find out that apparently they figure out through some sort of deduction that the man in the yellow suit is going off after this tachyon generator thingamabobber.
Right.
It was the worst deduction I think I've seen in quite a long time. And you know what deduction I thought was awesome? Was the tire.
Exactly. The tire was so awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I hate you guys.
You know, and that's you too.
So
I
in
just
any
love how
case,
Barry loves to react to the man in the yellow suit.
yes.
Yeah.
So
He's
Barry
here.
shows up.
Why
Barry
didn't you
shows
tell me
up.
about him, Joe?
Yeah, why,
Joe? Why'd you keep that from me?
Boy, he was on kill.
No, he
Are
shut
you-
the fuck up when Joe said Iris.
Yeah, he shut the fuck up.
Like Joe said,
No.
because he threatened Iris, and Barry was like, oh, okay.
Never mind, I shut the fuck up now.
Yeah.
Do not make fun of Barry, Lou, by the way.
Well, we
Out
are.
of whoever I want. I'm a grown-ass man. Don't get it twisted, homie.
You're not hip. Stop trying to
Anyways,
be
folks.
So,
Yes,
are
anywho.
you attacking people again, Andy?
that. I'm
Anyway,
always attacking
Down,
people.
boy,
You
down.
can attack who you want, but I'm not
Okay,
the one to play
anyway,
with,
folks,
bro.
anyway, let's get back to the Flash.
Yes,
and Barry Allen,
back
and
to
all
the
that
Flash.
good stuff.
All right. So, in any case, so we end up having them. They end up talking to the scientist that is in charge of Mercury Labs. And Andy, please inform everyone who has not noticed who plays the actress who's in charge of Mercury Labs.
Actress?
I know you know.
It's Amanda Pays who played the role of Dr. Tina McGee on the Flash show on the CBS show in the 1990s, and on this show she plays Dr. Tina McGee. It's obviously a different version. They're doing this with Mark Hamill when in a role that you may recognize him from that he played on that Flash show too. So yeah, it's the return of another Flash 90s actor to the new show with John with the Ship now, and now her. And soon Mark Hamill. Hey, let's just get the guy who played Julio in that show, and we will have the Holy Trinity back together. But
That
yeah,
would be
he was-
amazing. That would be amazing.
Actually, he would be so
That's a
good
good
friends
thing,
with
though, that they're at least using some of the old characters in some capacity to help bring along the newer version. That's a good throwback to the show.
I liked it as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think so as well.
And I honestly didn't recognize her at first with the short hair. Like it took me a bit, but it was the voice. I think it was the
Yeah.
voice that kind of wormed its way in, and I'm all like, where do I know this person? And then when I looked it up, I'm all like, oh my goodness, I'm so stupid.
Well,
Isaiah, tread carefully.
you know I never do. I never take that.
So of course that's when
I
they
can
asked her-
honestly admit your glasses are distracting the hell out of me.
I know. It's just too damn good. I'm just too sexy. I know. I know. It's so hard to actually look away
The
from it.
Flash. I
So-
love seeing Amanda Pays back though.
Yes.
She.
And so they asked permission to end up using the tachyon generator. She, of course, says, hell the fuck the no. And
She's like, bitch, you ain't touching that thing.
exactly, because she knows that Harrison Wells is probably going to steal it, is probably going to copy it, is probably going to something it.
She's still right.
And, well, I mean, she ended up being right. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's a little bit later on when they pulled out a warrant.
Yeah.
Like, see this? Well, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. And then Barry Allen said, "Oh, what if I put this on the line and everyone's gonna see it?" Like, oh, okay, go look. Please don't put this on the line. Go.
I'm
go.
sorry, but if I had a freaking super freaking potential weapon thingamabobber, and they pulled out a warrant, I'd be like, look, motherfucker, when you asked the first time, I shipped it to fucking Singapore. It's in Singapore now. Does your warrant cover Singapore? I don't think so. Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, that's actually what she said too, in a way. But Barry Allen said, "No, you're gonna check your place now, or before we put it online."
No, that's not what he said. He said that he saw what was in her lab, and he
You
was
can't pick a
threatening.
magazine.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, magazine online. Who reads magazines nowadays? It's online, son.
Mute him. Mute him. Just mute
Not
him. You
yet.
know you want to do
Not
that.
yet. We've got plenty of time.
See?
Okay, but I want to
He
say
will
if
be
I were
muted. It will happen. The second we get to the end and he starts talking, then like
the thing
so.
like,
In any case, they end up getting the tachyon generator after the reverse flash is. Oh, what happens that they end up? Here, I have the recap. What happens that they decide that they are
they
going
work
to
in
do
a
the work?
force field at Star Labs, and by the way, the thing.
Before that, well, how did they get the worm?
Damn, we jumped really far ahead because
I don't know.
before all that, Flash and Reverse Flash went blow to blow where Barry was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, he was getting his ass whooped too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Is Barry was in his room and basically Reverse Flash like showed up, basically to mock him.
Yeah.
To talk to
And,
them as
ends up-
looking at him from the window.
Yeah, and also,
From the rooftop.
sorry to interrupt you, Matt, but that's why I love Reverse Flash so much as a villain, because he does intimidate more better. He intimidates people so well, more better than Lex Luthor, much better than Darkseid. He's that villain that pretty much will get inside your head and pretty much go around in circles in your mind until you pretty much go insane, because you can't beat him, and you cannot run him. So this is really cool of this character, which I do love a lot. So he was really cool.
Yeah, and we end up having a conversation between the two of them where basically he's like, yeah, we've been having this battle for a long fucking time now, and of course Barry's like, like I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Your mother's death was your mother was destined to die.
And
Your mother was destined to die. I was destined to beat you. We've been fighting for a long fucking time now, basically.
yeah, that was a dick move too. Like, wow.
I liked that it was such a demonic take on the character, just like in the comic books. Because I remember, wait, Matt, you read Rebirth, right?
No, I don't think I did. I might have read the overall storyline though on Wikipedia or Comic Find or something like that.
Okay, there's there are a couple of panels in that book where he looks incredibly demonic and crazy, and so it was kind of nice to see that that just the idea of Reverse Flash being able to take it taken seriously, because to people like like my big sister who aren't comic book fans, she kind of laughs a little bit, Reverse Flash. Although my mom, she seriously thought that, she asked me at some point during the episode, has Barry fought Quicksilver yet? I'm like, it's not Marvel, Mom, it's Reverse Flash. It's like, that's so stupid.
That did happen before.
Well,
Flash and Quicksilver, they fight each other in the race.
What in the game, Marvel versus DC?
No, it was actually a comic book, like Marvel versus DC comic book.
Anyway,
was
that
one of-
wasn't my
it was one of those
point.
crossover things.
Let's stay on focus. No, but I like that the effects in the suit looked really good, and it looked. I kind of hope that the black part of the suit kind of goes away in the, whoever is going to be the next Reverse Flash, or whenever we do see this Reverse Flash again, because it is the New 52 take, and I don't get why it's. I get why from that comic book, but I don't get why they had to do it on the show. But it looked pretty good otherwise, especially the effects.
I like the black. I hope they keep the black because it was really cool. It was kind of interesting.
It doesn't make in this sense. It doesn't make any sense because he just shows up in it. In the comic book, they at least shows visually why the black is in there.
But actually, if you're trying to take away, like, you don't have to explain everything within the show because of the comic book. You actually say he has this color because.
Are
he
you
has that
seriously
color.
using one of my arguments against me that I did a couple of weeks ago, Isaiah? You mother son of
Hey, you know
Hey, it is fair, Andy. It is fair.
No motherfucker is going to use my argument against moi.
He's being reasonable right now. You have to give him that. Isaiah is being reasonable.
I got so much crap when I said, oh, well, not everything can be explained, but when he does it, it's like, let's be cool about
Who
it.
gave you crap? The only person who might have given you crap is Andy himself. Or is Isaiah himself. Sorry, Andy. I'm so sorry. I was
Oh my
talking to you. That's why I said it. No, well, we lost Andy. So
I just muted myself.
In any case, so we end up getting into the story. Basically, they have the big old fight, and Reverse Flash ends up whooping him. And here's my thought: is we know that Barry is going all out because why wouldn't he go out? Are we convinced? And this is my first real question for the panel: are we convinced that the Reverse Flash was going all out, or do you think he was just?
No.
Oh yeah, that's how fast he's going.
No,
I'm
he
going to
was
go a
saying-
little bit faster.
It
No.
was not. He didn't go all out. I think that was a portion of his strength and speed, and I think that in the season finale, that's where you're gonna see how powerful he really is. And then maybe in when he comes back, because look, they're never gonna kill off the concept of Reverse Flash, and I think Reverse Flash is insanely fast. So I think that this was just a portion of it. We're gonna see more of it, and I think they're saving it for round 2. And even though this was the first battle, and most of the times the first battle of any hero versus villain fight is short, this was still a lot.
It was.
Now, I have a question for you, Andy.
Oh,
And
a question.
this is a question that is going to come up later, since we're on this topic. Is the Reverse Flash, and I mean this very specifically, I'm wording this very specifically, is the Reverse Flash running fast?
That's a trick question.
Why is that?
You're trying to set me up for something. That's fast, but he can be faster.
No. That's not what I'm.
Boom!
No, that's
Andy Shit City.
That's not what I'm trying to set you up for,
Something.
Andy. You did, of course, deduce because I pretty much told you that I'm trying to set you up for something, but that's not it.
Okay,
So you are saying that gentleman runs faster than, say, the average high schooler. All right, we lost Andy again. All right, so the reason I'm asking him is because that's going to lead into my wild speculation later, and possibly our discussion when we talk about the final scene in this episode. That's why I'm wondering. But we'll get there. We will get
Is
there.
he fast? Was that the? Oh, okay. Is there something I missed in that sentence?
Yes.
Is it something I should read between? Okay. Is he fast?
Yes.
Is there a?
Because not all the reverse flashes were fast. One of them was not.
One was slow.
No,
Too
one
slow.
of them manipulated time.
Yes.
That's what
I
made
know
it
it
fast,
is.
which is different.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there. We will get there.
But what if this one did both? That's the question.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're blowing my mind, Blue. You're blowing my mind.
Yeah, and also, Matt, you're right. Reverse Flash is very fast and also very powerful. He could even do anything he wants. Anything he wants to. Even with these sunglasses.
We actually saw that later in the show.
The second Professor Zoom, and well, I guess we're here now. The second Professor Zoom did not run fast. He manipulated time. He ran, but he manipulated time, and that's how he got from place to place so seemingly fast.
Right, pretty much. And then, I know I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's one part I have to make this super clear. Reverse Flash is powerful because he can pretty much erase people from time itself, from existence itself, because he's so damn powerful, and he doesn't really care about the consequences of the butterfly effect. So he can erase me or anyone else here. He won't care at all. Like,
Can we do that right now?
Mm-hmm.
It depends. I'm just too lovable. You're gonna miss Isaiah a lot.
Oh, you're lovable. My ass that you're lovable.
You said it wrong too.
Wait, did you just tell Isaiah to love your ass? That's what I heard.
No, he's not lovable. Look, fuck. I would love Kristen
You now
Stewart.
want him to fuck your ass?
Exactly. Hey, that's what happened.
Sorry, Andy. You left it open. I had to.
I did not leave anything open, you jackass.
So, the one Reverse Flash can manipulate time. He kind of uses instant transmission.
No, I think that's just it. I'm not 100% sure how he does it. I don't know if he just freezes time and then goes from one place to the other, or if he just runs at a casual pace and at a super slow time, basically, where it seems like he's running faster. But from what I understand, and we can verify this because I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't into the Flash comics. He does not run fast. He just slows time. He just fucks with time. He does not have access to the Speed Force.
Well,
It's negative.
he does.
It's negative.
We're talking about the second Professor Zoom.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Okay, by second you mean Hunter Zolomon.
Yes, I believe so. There's too many fucking speedsters. Seriously.
There's too
There's
many.
too many fucking ladders too.
What's that?
Never mind. Okay, let me go to Wikipedia and I will see if we can try to pick it up.
Perfect.
The second Professor Zoom.
What's that?
The second Professor Zoom.
Yes, the one that you actually call Professor Zoom. In the conversation we were having now, the one you call Professor Zoom?
Eobard Fawn is Professor Zoom. I've never heard Hunter Zolomon be defined as Professor Zoom.
Because it's too classic, man. It's too classic.
But
Professor
like I
Zoom
said
is-
earlier,
It
I
was
was
Silver
Professor
Age.
Zoom.
Sorry, it was end of the Silver Age when he went by Professor Zoom. Before your Professor Zoom became Professor Zoom. But
And I thought Doctor Who was confusing.
so let's see. Of course, he's always like, I'm always one step ahead of you, which leads us to believe that someone on this panel, and in conjunction with the final scene, was correct. Who is that person? Who is that person? Oh, I forget. I totally forget who it was.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Like
Maybe
it's
it was a
like,
she, and maybe it's Invisible Girl from Fantastic Four, and she just doesn't know how to talk anymore.
Yes.
OMG.
I do
So
recall
we-
mentioning Dr. Wells as Reverse Flash in one of the earlier hangouts, but you know.
You're
I
killing the
wasn't- I
joke.
didn't know what I was
Okay,
talking
let me
about.
point something out here. Do you think the Flash writers that are fucking geniuses that has done Arrow is gonna do just reveal it like that? Just that simple. Look, looks can be fucking deceiving. We've seen it before, and this is the case right now. And the Flash mythology has a lot of twists and turns. So yeah, you saw Harrison Wells with a suit and a Flash ring, and he did the voice. Doesn't mean that he's Reverse Flash
Yeah.
because he was being attacked by Reverse Flash. So try to explain that, Isaiah. Try
Rod,
to explain.
But we actually did explain
We did
that
do that.
earlier.
Lou Rod, give your theory.
Yes,
The
please.
theory could honestly be he put. Damn it! How did it go again? I forgot.
Put the ring on, and it
Oh,
activates
come
the suit.
on!
Oh,
No,
so
I
you
was-
proved me
no,
wrong.
No,
but
no,
you
before I
got
got it, I got it. Okay. So
Okay.
Lou Rod's idea, which was a great idea, that Professor Zoom, Mr. Cripple Legs himself, put on the
Flash.
ring and activated the suit. He doesn't really need to be in the suit. He can, because he's so damn smart and his energy is so powerful. The suit itself is like its own creative control, like how you say a drone. So he was still active in that whole thing. So you saw him and you saw Reverse Flash. However,
Basically, what Isaiah is saying is that nobody was in the suit. The suit was being controlled like a robot.
Are you
exactly.
fucking kidding me? Are you
But that's
for
what
real?
theories are.
Yeah.
So we're not
Wait,
fucking
wait.
kidding you.
There's
It could
a
actually be
droid. It's,
possible.
how would that, let's say droid or that non-person be able to vibrate like that?
Yeah.
You need to
It's
put
how-
brain to be able to go back and forth like that.
I don't agree with them, Andy. I don't. However, there is credence to it, such as the fact that it appears that he was giving, at the very end scene, he did appear to give the suit some sort of power, which makes me think that it is the suit that has the power and not the person.
Exactly.
So it could work.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's the
Remember,
case. I'm saying that there
The
is.
only way I see it
That's all.
working was when he pulled him into the force field to whip his ass
Come on now.
to sell it.
Yeah, to sell it. Thank you.
Now,
He was
here's
using
my
that
here's
as a
my
selling
theory on
point.
this. Here's my theory on this. I think it is someone in the suit. Absolutely is someone in the suit. And I think it is because I think most of us know by now that it is a descendant of Eddie. I don't think it's Eddie. I think it's a descendant of Eddie.
My original theory was that before the whole thing at the end where it shows Harrison with the suit and everything, is that the way that Reverse Flash had like run up to Eddie and looked him right in the eyes, and Eddie was just freaking out, and that led me to believe there was something similar to like looking into a mirror and seeing yourself. And I thought it might have been the future version of Reverse Flash.
Charles, are you Flash? Are you the Flash? Because you're fucking red right now.
I know, right?
God damn it! But no, I was thinking that Reverse Flash was actually the future version of Eddie. That it was actually a much older version of Eddie. Possibly.
My thought is that it's a descendant of Eddie, maybe from the 24th or 25th century, who knows who Eddie is and therefore can't kill him, because if he kills Eddie, he himself dies.
But
Yeah.
what if it's just Barry's
the
son?
thing for me is that when he was first, this actor was first cast, and the description said that he has a mysterious past and he harbors a dark secret. I still think that it is definitely either Eddie from the future or that that it is Harrison from the far further future. That sounds so fucked up, but hey, we've seen Back to the Future, so it
Okay.
applies.
It's still Harrison.
Let's
But
run with
I think it's Eddie from the future, and I think that's one of the reasons why he went up to himself to see, oh, so that's what I was, and now this is what he is. And also it explained because you're hinting that, they're hinting at a triangle drama between Barry, Iris, and
God.
Eddie. Look, I'm not saying that the only reason Eddie will become evil is because of a breakup. There will be other things too, but it would definitely give not Barry, Eddie a reason to go after.
But what if it
Barry.
was? It is Wells now, and then in season 2 we get the Eddie one.
That'll be interesting.
Oh well, since we've gone down this rabbit hole, I don't think it's Wells at all. I think Wells is creating the technology. I
Kind
think
of.
he's
I
using.
think he's working with Reverse Flash though. I think
Okay.
No,
Okay,
he is. I think he's priming the Flash. He's priming Barry to be Barry Allen, but I think he's also priming the Reverse Flash to be the Reverse Flash. I think he's working both sides. I
Really?
think he's creating the suits, and the person who is in the Reverse Flash costume may not necessarily be a speedster. It
Okay.
might be a power that's granted to him by the suit.
Okay, folks, let me just kill this right now. Okay. What was Reverse Flash's main goal with the Flash?
So, as I was saying,
don't touch that button for 5 minutes, man, and I will give you a big Christmas present.
He's over here dropping.
How?
Don't unmute him. I will give you the biggest Christmas present ever if you don't unmute him for 5 minutes.
What time is it? 7. No, we got to get into wild speculation before then. But before we do, the Reverse Flash. We'll get to your theory in a moment, Isaiah. I promise. Right at the end, that way Andy can escape. Okay.
All right, I got the hammer later.
Okay. All right. So
let's see how it goes.
let's get back into the episode. Of course, Barry tells Iris that he loves her.
Mm.
I was so.
No one
Hey,
cares.
but let's be real. The only reason why he told Iris he loved her was because his father kind of put that in his court. Stop
Yeah,
worrying about me and move on with your life.
it was a Spider-Man. It was a Spider-Man trope.
It was. I thought it was
And
cool,
actually,
just get
oh
it
my
out
goodness,
there,
I
get
can't
it off
believe
your
I almost
chest.
agreed with Isaiah with Spider-Man.
Boom!
No,
Explosion.
no, you're gone.
I don't care
Um,
if it's Spider-Man, Ghost Mode, Cavern. He needed to get it off his chest probably in order for him to move forward and become faster and stronger with his character. Because remember, Iris is kind of holding him down because he's so preoccupied with her.
Here's my thought on this. I think Daddy Dearest knows much more than he's telling. I think he knows about speedsters. He obviously knows about Barry, at least in my opinion.
Which
He knows
daddy?
that Barry is a speedster. What's that?
Which daddy are you referring to, Joe or
Barry's daddy.
father? Maybe he's the Reverse Flash.
That would be amusing if the Flash ended up later on, 20 years later, 25 years later, playing the Reverse Flash. I think that would be fucking amusing. And there is the possibility of multiple Reverse Flashes.
Well,
There really is.
Cisco did mention something in that fight scene.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Yeah, they end up. He ends up telling Iris that he loves her. Eddie, that was after Eddie basically called Barry out on it, except not to Barry's face. And yeah, so that was kind of cute. That was kind of cool. And it is quite a few episodes, way too long.
I
Barry
honestly
should
thought
have done that a long time ago.
when Eddie gave her the box, I thought it was a wedding ring inside, not a key.
Yeah, so did
yeah.
I. I was like,
So
wait,
did
are
I.
you proposing? It's way too early to propose.
It's been
Well,
a year.
he
That's
did
not
say-
that's not too early for a lot of people.
He did say that they've been dating for over a year now.
That's a long fucking
Oh,
year.
they have?
Yeah.
Yes, you have to realize that Barry's been in a coma for 9 months of that.
Yeah. And pretty much Eddie was getting his Mac on. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie was
Which
tap
is-
knocking boots.
yeah.
Exactly.
Which we didn't actually mention that last episode, but you did notice Eddie slapping Iris's ass in bed, right?
Hey,
Yep, he
Yeah, I would
was.
have too. I would have too.
Mac
I'll admit
Daddy.
it.
Told you.
Well, Eddie is a naughty boy.
Yes, yes, he is.
Eddie was letting her
And-
pull out his thorn.
Ha.
Let me see. We also got.
This amazing.
I don't want to get to Ronnie
Very,
quite yet, but I think we're there.
Well, we've
of course,
seen-
Reverse Flash ends up getting caught in the force field. Reverse Flash gets away with the tachyon, whatever the fuck it
Tachyon
is.
particle.
Yeah, and then somehow Harrison Wells gets it, which leads to the idea that Harrison Wells is the Flash. Shut up, Isaiah. We'll get there. But who knows? He might have just handed it to Harrison Wells.
Okay, but before all that, how the hell did he escape that force field? And pull Wells in there and kick the living shit out of him.
Well, Joe ruined it. He smashed it with a baseball bat.
No, that was before Joe went to beat it up with the wrench.
Yeah.
He pulls him in, and then he's screaming, "Hey, shut this down! Shut this down!" But obviously the comms aren't working, and he's beating the living shit out of him. He pulled him in there somehow. Did it have a quick glitch?
Is the Flash and the Flash himself cannot be captured? He just can't, not by any means whatsoever. At least not in the comics, because of the fact that anything that would capture him, he can destroy by vibration, or if it's a solid, he can vibrate right through it without really blinking an eye. Even in the TV show, they've kind of hinted towards that because he has taken out people in cars so many times without opening the door to the cars that unless he's flying through fucking windows like Superman.
Well, we saw him fly a couple of weeks back with a super punch.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Flash has so many fucking powers that are unknown to him and will be for a very long time that it's very possible that this Reverse Flash already knows those abilities and has them.
So he was basically toying. So Reverse Flash was toying with everybody playing in that force field.
That's how he works.
Absolutely.
That's how he works. That's how he works.
Okay, that makes very good sense. Then he just played with them and said, "Fuck it, I could just pull this guy in here, whoop his ass, and they can't get to me."
He's
Yeah,
the ultimate
exactly.
troll. He's the ultimate troll.
Now, speaking
Just
of
one
the
time,
ultimate
Isaiah, go left to right with your head.
Wait. Get that on camera. Do it again. We need to get you a piano.
Oh, that'd be so fucking awesome.
All right,
now back to Flash.
so then we have the Ronnie storyline. Of course, the Ronnie storyline is that he is Firestorm, and he refuses to be called Ronnie. And they go looking for him, and they find him. And then he comes back and he saves them.
And by the way,
I thought he would have had a
is
bigger role.
Firestorm is so.
No, never mind.
Ah! So Firestorm is, of course, the culmination of two characters combined into one. Ronnie is only one of those characters. The other one is some scientist
Martin
guy.
Stein. Dr. Martin Stein, who will be played by Victor Garber.
So the question is has those two characters already become one currently? Was that person like in the lab, or how has that happened?
I think my speculation is that Stein was somewhere there that same night. They just did. He may have been on the other side of the building. Maybe some particle accelerator energy got to him, and maybe they somehow got connected and stuff. We actually have a good episode about the Firestorm on the flashpocket.com where the expert of Firestorm tells all about him. And he runs FirestormFan.com, so he pretty much gave us a good origin, explanation of how it all happened and stuff like that. But I think that he was definitely. I think he was there the same night, and we will probably flash back to that night in episode 12. I think that's when we'll see Garber. But I think we already get a little hint of Stein in this episode because he keeps saying, "I'm not Ronnie, I'm not Ronnie." Maybe that was Stein talking, saying that no, I'm not Ronnie, I'm not Ronnie.
So So the way we can make this work is Stein is the brains and Ronnie's the brawn.
Bingo.
That's the concept in the comic books, that Ronnie was the jock and he got merged with this super smart person.
It's like the Hulk.
Yeah, I mean,
Hulk.
Robbie was Ronnie or whatever his fucking name is. He was such a dumbass beforehand that he was working with Dr. Harrison Wells, and that was sarcasm.
He was working for Star Labs. In the comic, he's just a silly a jock. So in this show, he's not that. So I don't know where you're getting this.
That was sarcasm. Everyone got that it was sarcasm.
To be fair, he's like the Hulk. If you think about it, 2 alter egos in one body.
But it's not, because they can actually separate themselves. I know Hulk did it once in the comics.
Isaiah, you know what it's like? It's like when Doc Ock ended up taking over Spider-Man's body.
Oh my god, I hate that arc so much. I was so angry with Marvel.
Spider-Man too. I like the first issue, but no.
I thought you were going to be mad at us for equating this show to Spider-Man again, which was the point.
Oh, that'd be it. Hey, thank you, Matt. Hey, this is just like Spider-Man. Thank you so much. This is just.
I hate you, Matt. By the way, Firestorm is so much cooler than Human Torch. So
all right,
yeah,
you
Fox,
know what?
That's
fair. I'll take it.
Well, the way he took off was cool.
Are we in
Everything
speculation
he did
territory
was so
now? Because I got speculation.
First off, we want to talk about the final scene. Andy, if you want to take your headphones off or walk away or make a sandwich, I'm going to let Isaiah speak. All right. Go for it, Andy. Go balls deep.
Yep.
You might want to unmute yourself first.
Right. Yep.
I thought it was Isaiah's turn to talk.
There we go. Now we're back in the stream now, folks. All right.
Here's Isaiah's theory, not his fact. It's not a fact.
Because I said it from day
the floor
one.
is yours.
Exactly. Anyways.
All right, the long and the short of it, so Isaiah doesn't go on a whole thing, is he's convinced that it's Harrison Wells. He's convinced that he called it from day one.
And I did.
And he's convinced that it's been proven. And he's convinced that the writers are complete idiots who's going to give away the end of the season halfway through it.
Hey,
all right, so now that we've covered that...
Hey, they did it with Dark Arrow. They did it with Dark Arrow, which did happen. They show us like,
well, who says that Reverse Flash is going to be the season finale?
There you go.
But he is the big bad of the season.
Yeah, he's the big bad.
Hey, but you never know. You kill him off. He could be going somewhere. We just don't know, folks.
Yeah, so they're saying that he's going to be the big bad, and then he goes away, Isaiah. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. He can go away anytime.
He's like a rat. He can go away.
All right, Charles, do you have a wild speculation?
I'm not done yet, man. I'm not done yet. I got to finish the whole thought.
Well, we just told you.
Do you have anything to add to the idea that Harrison Wells is this is you? Harrison Wells is the Reverse Flash, and this proves it?
Straight up.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Yes. How he supports Barry Allen. The same way how Reverse Flash did the same thing for Flash himself. He killed his mother. He did all these things for Barry. Reverse Flash did the same thing in the comic books. He's building up the Flash so he can beat him again. He's insane. That's what he is. He built the Flash so he wants an opponent to fight. That's what his main goal is. Boom. Right there, people. If you don't believe me, look it up.
So fucking wrong.
All right, Charles, do you have a wild speculation?
I'm right. So
yes, I have a wild speculation, and it actually has something to do with Caitlin Snow.
Who cares about her?
Is Caitlin Snow, that's the girl from Game of Thrones, right?
No.
No.
Funny, man. Real funny, you jackass. But anywho, my speculation is that since they have now they've actually shown us Firestorm now, and since the character Killer Frost is a Firestorm villain, I have a very strong feeling that the original Killer Frost is going to be introduced next season. And it's not going to be Caitlin Snow. It's going to be that Louise woman. I can't remember who that is. It's going to be.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's going to be Louise, and I think that Louise is probably going to get the crap kicked out of her, and as a final stint, she ends up like doing something to Caitlin, and Caitlin becomes the new Killer Frost, and that's when she becomes a villain.
Who's Louise?
Louise is like one of the Killer Frosts, but here's the thing, because they're focusing so much on the New 52 lineup, in the New 52, Caitlin Snow is the only Killer Frost.
Okay. Well, then adjustment to my speculation, Caitlin Snow will become Killer Frost next season.
No,
well,
I think
don't run it the way you said it, and just like be a very small arc, and then make it who you think it would be, Charles. So you can still keep that theory, because it can probably be one of those things where she gets maybe 1 or 2 episodes at most, and then Caitlin becomes the Killer Frost for the rest of the year.
Yeah, just like how
I don't think this is something that's going to be like with the whole, with the Black Canary thing. I don't think it's going to be something that will be passed on. I think it's definitely that if Caitlyn becomes Killer Frost, and I think she will be, it's probably going to be season 3, and it's probably not going to be via any other ice person. It's going to be a freak accident because that's going to be a more emotional gut wrench for the audience. It's not going to, just having another character just make her,
Okay.
the next Killer Frost. It's like, it's not compelling enough to me.
All right. Well, then, in addition to that speculation, is that if it turns out just to be Caitlin Snow and she becomes the only Killer Frost, and if it's an accident, I think that after she goes through the accident of becoming Killer Frost, the entire Team Flash, it's going to be like Barry, Cisco, even Wells, are going to do everything they can to try to help her, maybe help her become a hero, and something happens and it forces her to go completely crazy, and she becomes a villain. She goes
Are you
insane.
sure about that?
Amanda Waller.
Of all people, well,
She goes crazy the minute she becomes Killer Frost, because the thing is, in the comic book, she has to suck heat out of people to survive. So that the minute she does that by accident, it's going to be over for her. So I really hope they actually try to be close to what they did in the origin story of Caitlin Snow, which is that she went to like this this trip that she was this scientist team basically somewhere in, I think it was the North Pole, and actually they referenced Louise actually in your point, Charles. So it may actually be something like that. I would recommend to pick up Justice League of America issue 7.1. That is actually all about Caitlin Snow's origin, and I hope it's something like that.
so
Okay.
again, Charles, why would Wells actually help her again? I mean, yes, he's been working with her, but come on now, Wells is not good. He's actually evil. He did persuade somebody to kill somebody.
Let me put this
He's
this
still
way.
gonna, Isaiah. He's still gonna try to keep up appearances.
I know, because he's evil as hell.
Okay.
He's evil.
Let's assume for a second that he isn't necessarily evil, because maybe in his future something bad has apparently really happened. So maybe the reason why he's doing these things is so that he can give his future a better timeline, a better future.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I don't, because he
Oh,
wants
so you
the Flash
think
to be
it's-
born. He wants the Flash to be born. 'cause
Anyone
he's
else
young.
have speculation?
Yes, in the vein of having so many speculations that don't necessarily agree with each other, Charles, I'm going to give two separate competing speculations.
Oh.
And now that I've said they're competing, it is very possible that they're both true, because we're fucking with time here.
Yeah.
First off, that of course, as I said before, this is actually one of Eddie Thawne's ancestors that basically fucking with time, fucking with him. Harrison Wells in some way is associated with that. Or, and here's the thought, or the Reverse Flash is not the Reverse Flash. The Reverse Flash is the Jay Garrick bad guy called the Nemesis, or whatever it is. That
The
particular
Rival.
person seemed... What's that?
The Rival. I think that's his name.
The Rival? Is that what he was called? For some reason, I thought it was Nemesis.
Wait, Jay Garrick's Reverse Flash villain. I think let me
Yeah.
I actually have it up right now on Wikipedia, so this is perfect. His name was The Rival, and his name is Edward Claris, professor at university.
Now, if it is the professor, that's why I actually thought that it might be him, is because of the fact that background kind of, sort of, almost sounds like maybe one Mr. Harrison Wells. I think the backgrounds end up matching. Also, another theory that I'm going to throw out there is that they're actually mixing up, and this is yet another theory, that they're actually mixing up Professor Zoom and Reverse Flash. I think that they are giving Eddie Thawne's character the actual speed powers, or Eddie Thawne's ancestor the speed powers, instead of the time travel powers. And that's why I was asking you about it, is because of the fact that I think they're giving him actual Speed Force abilities.
Well,
Which,
to your
in the
point-
comics, he does not have Speed Force abilities. Eddie Thawne's great-great-great-grandfather, son, or whatever it was, did not have Speed Force abilities. So I think they're basically swapping backgrounds between the two characters.
To your point, we're getting time travel this season.
Oh yeah, we are.
Are we sure on that?
Yeah.
The producers already confirmed we're getting Gorilla Grodd and time travel this season.
Hey, really
Oh,
wrong.
cool. And a fourth one is actually one that I've used before, and that is that, and Cisco actually said something to this effect, is that he said, of course, we spoke on it very briefly, that there was a second person fighting the Reverse Flash in the original event that ended up with Barry's mom killed. My thought is that is the Flash coming back from the crisis that he is part of in the future that Harrison Wells is reading the newspaper about. Because remember, in the newspaper, it says the crisis, the Flash disappears, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm thinking that it disappears into the past to be in the fight with the Reverse Flash around his mom.
I thought he said he was doing it at this particular fight scene before Firestorm came and blasted his ass with the fire shot.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, though.
That he was doing it in this... sorry.
That he saw the two, the different forms of electricity, the red streak and another streak here.
Yes, and he equated it to what?
I thought it was this particular fight. I don't
No,
remember
he
him
was
saying...
equating it to the description that Barry gave for the original fight around his mom.
Okay, so I got a little... No problem. All right, that makes sense.
So I had a lot of different fucking things that I had to throw out there. When it comes to time travel, it gets so fucking confusing.
It does.
It's confusing. I mean,
It's
shit.
very confusing.
But yeah, so I'm thinking he's come back from the future. Basically, that was the Flash that was fighting with the Reverse Flash around Barry's mom. So I think it was Barry in the same room with Barry. I think that it's possible that Harrison Wells is the original Reverse Flash character who wasn't actually called Reverse Flash. Let me see. And that's the only way that I see Harrison Wells actually being the Reverse Flash. I think the fact that they called him the Reverse Flash in this show is actually a misnomer. I think it was just to give him a name, not necessarily to equate him to a comic book character.
I think so as well.
Well, he didn't have a name in this episode. He will in the next episode.
I think Cisco called him a Reverse Flash.
No, it's
Cisco
all
will name it. Cisco will call every supervillain or superhero, and he will give them the names. Hey,
Yes.
you know what's going to happen? Let me tell you something what's going to happen in the series finale of Arrow. Oliver is about to say, I need a name, and Cisco will just come in by, with, Barry will super speed him over there and say, Green Arrow, cut it black, series, executive producers, show over.
Ah, that'd be just like Sopranos.
So,
At least Arrow would get an ending by saying, his name is Green Arrow.
They didn't actually call him. Just to be clear, Cisco did not call him Reverse Flash in this episode.
Yeah,
He called him Reverse Flash in the preview for the episode that's coming back
That's what
after
Lou
the
actually
hiatus.
oh, maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I think he called him like Opposite Flash in this episode or something.
Yeah,
he's on
Caitlin goes, I don't like that name, and Dr. Wells goes, I actually like it.
See,
Opposite Flash was trending worldwide on Twitter. That I don't know how that's even possible that Reverse Flash wasn't trending worldwide because that was everyone knew him as. But
Yeah.
People don't really care.
When you go to Cisco, like Cisco just Cisco just says, oh, that name. He could say like butter apple, and it would trend worldwide for 5 minutes.
Everyone knows.
And I also think, and I'm just making these concepts very short because I didn't explain them very well the first time. I also think that Eddie Thawne's great-great-grandson or whatever is the Reverse Flash that we saw, and that's why he didn't end up killing Eddie Thawne or hurting Eddie Thawne. And another theory. I think because it happens in the comics, all of these motherfuckers are going to be related within the next 2 generations.
Yep.
I think the Wests are going to be related to the Allens, are going to be related to the Thawnes, and they're all going to be a nice little incestuous, we hate each other family.
Unfortunately, that's all true.
Hey, does Joe have a son?
That's just it. That is something that's going on in the comics that people are talking about. Is that maybe there's a Daniel West, or Daniel West.
We got Joe West, and there's a Wally West. Is he somehow related to Joe West?
Here we go.
Well, Wally West is Joe West. Well, in the comic book, his name isn't Joe West, but anyway, whoever the father of West is, Wally is not his son, and Wally. Why did Charles just take off his headphones?
Because we're about to fucking make fun of him, and he knows it.
Yeah, as usual.
Who was making fun of him? I wasn't. I was asking a legit question.
No, I was about to make fun of him.
Whenever you guys bring up Wally West, you suck me into it, you bastards.
I know, that's me. Mostly me.
I don't know what
So-
he's talking about. Like,
so-
I feel so dirty. He's accusing us for nothing that we ever did. Like, viewers, can you believe this? I feel so dirty and naked. Oh my God, Charles.
In the new 52,
Okay.
the newest Reverse Flash has the last name West. That's Daniel West. And
So Mr. Miyagi trained him.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I don't know, but I mean, seriously, they're all like marrying each other and having kids, and those kids are coming back in time, and
Dude, this
it's
sounds
so
like one
freaking
big
confusing to keep up.
fucked up family.
No, it's Game
I
of
thought the
Thrones.
Starks
It's Game
were
of Thrones.
fucked up, but this
Yeah.
is fucked up shit.
It's
I'm
Game of
telling
Thrones.
you, Caitlin Snow is Caitlin Stark and Jon Snow's kid.
Exactly.
Or like
It's been
great
confirmed.
great granddaughter in this fucking show. I'm telling you.
It's been confirmed, folks. It's been confirmed.
Like, I know they're brother and sister, kind of technically, but, you know, this is Game of Thrones. That's not a big deal.
Right. It's not. It's
No,
nothing
they
new.
love to play with each other.
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus
We're
Christ.
not talking about toys.
So, do we have any other wild speculation before we close up?
Let me think. Game of Thrones will be pretty much be in Flash.
All right, so Isaiah's gone. Anyone else?
Let's see. Next, when they come
All
back,
right.
was it January 26th?
Yeah, that's
The
actually
20th.
not that bad. It's basically
January 20th.
been a month. Just over a month. It's a lot better
Was it
than
the 26th or the 28th?
The 20th.
Or was it the 20th?
Yeah.
They did say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it would
the
be the 20th. The 28th is a Wednesday, so it can't be.
Okay,
the
yeah.
28th.
So now the question would be: are we getting Arrow back at the same time or no?
The next day, yeah, the 21st.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we're not having to wait that long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only a
it's
month.
only like 3 weeks, so it's actually a lot shorter than CW used to do it back in Smallville's day. Like we used to have to wait till like the last week of January when Smallville was coming
It's
back.
not 3 weeks. Like Matt
It's
said,
5
gonna-
weeks.
Oh my
It's
God!
gonna
Oh
be a
my!
little
I'm
more than a
so
month.
sorry.
Well, we were saying a month, and you decided to make it less when it's actually more. So that's kind of where that's coming from. In
But
any
still,
case,
that's great for us.
yeah, that's not bad at all. So I want to watch everyone thanking for Geeks of the Round. I might have gotten those words mixed up, topsy-turvy. I want everybody to not only hail the hat, but also hail
Hail
the
Hydra.
sunglasses.
Joe
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, that probably would have been better if I focused the camera on him. The sunglasses.
Exactly.
Point at the sunglasses, Isaiah. There we go. So, yes, now we're all about the accessories. Wait, speaking of accessories, we have not seen your Martian the Manhunter hat in quite a long time,
Yeah,
Charles.
Charles, where's that at,
Bring
man?
that back. Not this very second. You've got a month. You've got a little over a month.
You got a month. Man.
All right, so we're going to close everything up. And I'm your host, Matt Moore, geeksofaround.com / and youtube.com/geeksofaround. Check us out. Go ahead, Andy, say what you're going to say.
TheFlashPodcast.com and Twitter @FlashPodcast. Happy holidays, Weezers.
Perfect. And I'm a Grinch, so screw your holidays. And thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye, Precious.